All right. So this is the Topic 5 study guide for our Topic 5 unit test. And number 1 says, a preschool has a student to teacher ratio of 5 to 2. The total number of students and teachers was 56 last year, and it is 70 this year. How many students and teachers were there for each of these 2 years? Okay, so they have all of these options, but what we need to do first is build our table over here on the side. And we have a student to teacher. So I'm going to go S to T for student to teacher, okay? And we know it was 5 to 2, okay? And then we're going to say total. Now remember, we have done this in practice when we were creating equivalent ratios and equivalent ratio tables, okay? So when they're asking, when they're saying this total was 56, okay, and the ratio is 5 to 2, okay? We're going to say, we're going to add these two together, 5 and 2. So 5 students, 2 teachers is 7, okay? And we want to know each year, okay? So the total, so that's the ratio. This is our simplified ratio. Please remember that. So the total number of students and teachers was 56 last year and 70 this year. So 56 and then 70, okay? So we have 7 to 56, and we ask ourselves, how did we get from 7 to 56? Well, remember we have to scale up. We talked about that scaling up. So we multiply by 8. So then 2 times 8 is 16. 5 times 8 is 40. So you're making that equivalent ratio. So think of this as a table because remember we've done equivalent ratios, equivalent ratio tables. So think of it like a table, okay? So the year we had 56 total, we had 16 teachers and 40 students. So let's look over here. How do I get from 7 to 70? Well, I multiply by 10. So 2 times 10 is 20, and 5 times 10 is 50, okay? So we have created this table, okay, where we have the ratio of students to teachers and students and teachers to total, all of it, everybody. So let's look at this. So they're saying last year, 40 teachers and 16 students. Well, let's look up here. We had 40 students and 16 teachers. You have to be aware of what it's labeling. That's why we labeled over here. So we know it was actually 40 students. So this A has to be crossed out. Then we have last year, 16 teachers and 40 students. That checks the box so far. And this year, 20 students and 50 teachers, which also agrees. Let's just put a check just in case. So then last year, 26 teachers and 30 students. Well, there are no 30 or 26 anywhere. So we can start by crossing that out right there. And then 14 teachers and 35 students. Well, we never see 14 teachers. So we come up with B to go with our table. So what I really advise for you, if you come to a question like this on your test, please make your table first with the information you know before you make your choice down here, okay?